Right, I'm gonna do a short walk around the city. I just did a time lapse. I'm now absolutely frozen. It's not full yet, but we are close. As such, the leaves are coming off. I just sat and did a hour-long sitting still exercise. Now I'm frozen. I forgot to bring a coat with me. I did put an extra sweater on, but I forgot to bring a coat with me. So now I'm going to go and walk downtown in the sunshine a bit, defrost. I just bumped into a guy who's looking for a blue jay. Apparently there's a blue jay up here somewhere. Yeah. Nice to meet. I'm looking forward to getting down the bottom in the sunshine. I realise how cold it is this time of the year until you're not stood in the sunshine. Actual fact. I can head down through this way. That branch snapped right off there, but it's still growing, it's still green. So still some green on it, so that's good. I am going to go stand in the sunshine. Oh, that is so nice to be in the sunshine, I can tell you. Woohoo! The difference is just standing in the sun and not is insane. Yeah. I suspect by the end of the day, I do have an extra top on, like I say. I suspect by the end of the day I'll be taking it off and wrapping it around my waist, because it's supposed to be 20 some odd degrees today. I'm not out in the mountains today because unfortunately where I was going to go, there's 2 or 3 bears in that area currently, and they do actually have a bear closure as well, because there's a bear out there feeding on a carcass. So instead of heading out that way, I thought I'll head into town and do some different video. Haven't been down here for a while, need to stretch my legs. But, this time of the year I'd like to give the bears as much space as they can get. They're really panicking because winter's coming up. And sadly we had an incident here the other day where 2 people and their dog were killed. Unfortunately the dog triggered the attack. Ironically, if they didn't have the dog, then there wouldn't have been the attack. So very unusual. But right, let's do this down across here. Very nice. Nice in the sunshine, eh? Yeah, nice in the sunshine. Yeah. Right, let's head down across here. Haven't done one of my city walks in a while, so let's do one of those. Right, I'll do some more when I get the other side of the bridge. Have to get that shot. That's very nice. Like that. Yeah. They've done a huge amount of replanting along here too, which is actually brilliant. They did cut down a lot of trees and they did all this redevelopment along here, but they're all going back in. And the ironic thing is, a lot of the trees that were along here were all kind of reaching that age where they're all falling to pieces anyway. But longevity is not something that you get with the trees around here. They don't live to like 600 years old like they do in other places in the world. Unfortunately, everything has an actual life cycle, an actual time. Nice, these purple things. Not sure what those are. Those are very nice. A lot of those along here. That's good. Excellent. So we continue down the trail. Like I say, huge amount of new trees and grasses, all kinds going on along here. This is very nice. Those are some decent sized trees they put in there too. You'd be surprised how quickly these things grow. That's a nice picture. Right there. Excellent. Feeling the heat in the sun already. I think it's going to be a very warm day. I just have a feeling. Yeah. That is very nice. They made a nice job of that. This piece along here is part of a flood defence. You see this concrete gap? That's designed as a door that can go in there. So we can put a door in there and close it off should we ever get another flood. Hopefully we don't, but if we do, at least we are better prepared now. And they're still constructing this thing, so you can hear the noise up here. They're still putting this thing together. It's going to be a long time before they've got all this finished, but at least the landscaping and everything is going in. The nice grasses and stuff. That is nice. Yeah. They've made a really good job of that. Very impressed. Not impressed with the noise, so I'm going to have to shut that down for a bit. So as I can say, this is October here in Calgary. And just like we're in for another warm October. That's good. Right, it's about to get very noisy, I think, with this jackhammering up here. So a lot of people out and about with their dogs, out for a run in the morning. It's always good. Right, I'm going to head down this way. I always like this piece of fence. I know I've done this picture before along here. This is always a nice little bit of fence line, it really is. Yeah. I'm actually quite surprised at how many trees have still got their leaves down here. I was out in the mountains the other day and it was literally sat there in a foot of snow. Not so much now. It's going to be a hot day, I can tell. Shadow people in my picture. Yes, very nice. As I said, I'm super impressed with all these trees and that they've put along here. This is really, really nice. What does it say? Regeneration area. Help this side grow, please keep off. Yeah, which makes sense. But, you don't want people stomping all over it when it's still soft and new. Yeah. Nice trees. Calgary always used to have the cotton trees, as they call them. It used to snow every year when the seeds would set on these trees. Can't remember where they were now. They were one of the aspens. Oh my good God! it was literally like it was snowing seeds. It was insane. Yeah, but that, with the tall grasses and that in there, that is actually really nice. They've made a great job of that. Yes, a little cold to be partaking of the benches at the moment, I should think. I'm actually pretty impressed that the river is still ice free. Quite often isn't this time of the year. Yeah, look at that. Amazing. And the river's full too. Decide on which way I'm going to go in a mo. All of this is getting redeveloped. They finally announced that they are doing something with the arena down here. It's going to change soon, I should think. This area over here is getting redeveloped, a lot of it. Always a very busy city. I was down here very early o'clock this morning, and there were still lots and lots of people out and about doing things. These red bushes are nice. Not sure what those are, but they're really nice. Yeah. Right. I'll do some more in a bit. Get down under the bridges. That's one thing about Calgary. We've got a good mix of bridges. We've got new bridges, old bridges. I like bridges with character. Even down here, see they've planted a whole bunch of, a lot of landscaping and everything all gone in here now, which is good. Yes, we have a good mix of bridges. Different architectural designs are always good for a city. You don't want anything too plain and rigid. Yes, very nice. Right, I'm going to get back into the sunshine. As soon as I go into the shade, you can really feel the difference. Right. That would be a good time for a train to come through, but they never do. Try that. Trains only ever turn up as soon as I'm out of range here. As soon as I'm out of range, train will turn up. You watch. Always the way. Right, this is all East Village over here. This whole area has been redeveloped over the last few years, which is good. It needed. And there's the train. Look at that. It's just about to walk away and the train turns up. See, he knows I'm going to walk away. That's the thing. Yeah, excellent. Train knew I was about to leave. Right. That's a northeast train heading into downtown. I'm going to head down this way. Can't believe how green it all stays. Look at it. Amazing. I'll take that. That willow grows nicely. Right. This along here is the old bedding factory. I'm glad they kept this. It's one of the early buildings here in Calgary. I have many photos of this where there's literally nothing around it and they cleared it all out. This end of town used to be a little bit rough. It was all old buildings, been neglected for a long time and all the rest of it. And, it all needed sorting out and tidying up. Oh, hello pups. Looks like somebody's gone for breakfast. Yeah. Nice area now, definitely up and coming. They're building so much stuff down here, it's incredible. But I would like to see in Calgary, and I have no idea why we don't do it, a lot of mixed zoning. Like you see these places, there's whole strip malls, and I know in many other parts of the world, if you have a nice strip mall like that, full of stores, you have accommodation over it. You can have 2 or 3 floors over the top of accommodation. But one thing that Calgary does need is more affordable housing for people. One way to do that is to literally have mixed zoning. So you have your little strip mall, grocery stores. That encourages like the mum and pop kind of little grocery stores, like the snack stores as they call them. Encourages those to grow. and then you get a sense of community. So people live where they are. They don't need a car to go anywhere and get their groceries and do their shopping and all that kind of stuff, because they can literally walk. Over in amongst this lot, at the bottom of one of these buildings, there's actually a superstore, a Canadian superstore, grocery store, which is absolutely brilliant. I think that is an amazing idea. We need more of that, not less of it. We definitely need more of that. Really does help an area become more vibrant. Keep people in the community, makes it so they don't have to have a car to do anything in life, because basically the whole system that we have at the moment, it's car-centric society, is doomed to failure. It will not succeed, it will not flourish, unfortunately. Developers just look for more and more land to build out and out and out. Cities are quite happy to do that because obviously it increases your tax revenue and your tax base. However, then you have all the associated costs that come with it, infrastructure costs, fire department costs, all that kind of stuff, all the services that need to go with that, all cost a lot of money. Well, if you make it so people can actually live in areas where there are grocery stores and everything else. I can't remember which building it is here. One of these new big buildings over here actually has a superstore in the bottom of it, and I think that is an amazing idea. Absolutely brilliant. We need more of that. Way more. There's a dog park over here. There's also a kids play park. Let's have a look. I don't see any kids over there playing, so we'll head over that way, do some filming. I can hear a CP train going through there somewhere. Yeah. A lot of benches and that down here. A lot of areas for people to socialise. There's one of these little gardens over here, you know, where people grow their own vegetables and things. There's one of those over here. I love to see these. I think these are brilliant. There it is. I love to see this stuff. Yeah. People can come in here, grow their own plants, and it's good because it teaches kids how to grow food. More importantly, where their food comes from. So at the moment, people they open a packet, there's food. Yeah. But here, kids can actually get involved in growing their own food. This is one of the things from my generation to this generation. When I was a kid, well, we didn't have grass in the back garden. You know, it was all full of fruit and vegetable. And I can remember at the time thinking, oh, I wish I had a bit of grass to play on. But we had acres and acres of like forest and woodland and stuff like that to wander around in. But the gardens, everybody grew their own vegetables. If you look in here, there's loads of stuff. A lot of this is flowers, and obviously it's done for kids and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's brilliant. We need more of this. It teaches kids how to grow their food, where their food comes from. Gives them a whole different respect for food as well, hopefully. Sadly, people waste so much food. An estimated 30 to 40% of all the food that we produce for in like the Western world and what have you goes to waste. There's a thing I was listening to on the radio on the way down here, which I think is absolutely brilliant. This is the first time I've been able to film in here, by the way, because there's no kids in here. So if there's kids in the park, I don't film in the parks. It's a great project that I heard, and it's the Ugly Vegetable Project. Like people, they throw away about 30% of the vegetables because they're ugly. They don't look presentable. Well, guess what? It's still food. You can still eat it. So there's a local farmer that has an event that he organises, and I believe it's next weekend. It's 14th, I think, October 14th. And what they do is they have ugly vegetables. So you can come down and they'll give you a whole bunch, literally give you a whole bunch of ugly vegetables. You can still take them home, cook them, and it's still food. It's lovely. But at the end of the day, people want perfect looking tomatoes, perfect looking cucumbers, and all that other good garbage. Well, unfortunately, not all vegetables grow that way. So a lot of it just gets discarded. This is all that recycled foam or like car tyre crumb. It's absolutely brilliant stuff. It's great for kids parks. Right, it's really good to be able to film in here actually. Normally I don't if there's kids around, like I say. But this farmer, he does that, and I believe it's next weekend. And as long as you bring along a donation to the food bank, he will give you free vegetables. But that's good. And it started off when he did the first one. It was saying on the radio that he had a few dozen people turn up. The following year, when he did it, there was like 3,500 people turned up. You know, this guy's farm must have been an absolute zoo of people. Yeah. There's dog parks and that down in here as well, by the way. And people run their dogs in here and all that. Yeah, it's amazing. Great places. People come and connect in nature, and this is right in the middle of the city. You know, the city is right there. Yeah. So I hear people complaining about Calgary, and the people that complain about Calgary have usually never lived anywhere else. So trust me, this is a really, really good city. Amazing city. I'm going to cut across the middle here. A lot of construction going over here, so there's a train going through, so might be some banging and clattering. But this is literally in the middle of the city. See, city's right there. Now, there's the Bow building, that big building with the zigzag crosses on it. That's the Bow building. The Tellus Sky building, the one that lights up with all the fancy lights and stuff. That's that weird shaped building through the middle there. This is where I wish I had my zoom lens, because right down through the middle, down through the shot over there, that's the Tellus building. Yeah. The leaves are disappearing. This over here is Fort Calgary. This is a nice walk out across here. I'm going to head down into Inglewood and do some more when I get there. Right. Out across there through the gaps. I don't know if you can see there's a couple of trains going through there. That funny looking building, the curved looking building in the distance, that's the Saddle Dome. It's the home of the Calgary Flames, their hockey team. And not sure how well they're doing at the moment. They don't seem to get into playoffs very often now, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, between here and over there, they are putting in a massive new arena complex. And they finally have the approval to get on with that. I'm going to cut around the back of this building here. This is Fort Calgary building. So I'm going to cut around the back of there and across the bridge. They hold a lot of events. This piece of grass that I'm stood on here, they do concerts here and car shows and all kinds of stuff that's done here. Yeah. Most of those buildings that you see there, those new skyscrapers and what have you, the apartment buildings and that, they're all new. That's all new. It wasn't long ago. They weren't there at all. So I'm just going to cut up across here. This is actually the site of one of the original railways that ran through. The train tracks over there now. You can see it through the trees. The trains used to actually run across here. Into the shade here a bit. Ooh, temperature difference, quite amazing. Yeah. Right. I'm going to cut across. This piece that I'm walking along now was actually one of the original railway tracks in Calgary. This was the old rail bed. Used to run straight across here and out and across the river. But that bridge is long gone. Yeah. That's all Fort Calgary. Used to be a nice vegetable garden down in here, and they took it out. And rumour is it's coming back. So I am going to cut across and see if I can see it. Yeah. It's still all fenced off, but there used to be one of those community gardens where everybody grew vegetables and stuff. but when they opened up the pathways and that through here, it all became a bit of a chaotic situation. So they took out a bunch of the stuff that was in here. I'm just going to go and have a look and see what they put back. They are supposed to be redoing it. I said these are the old rail beds through here, these pieces. Yep. Oh, there's a squirrel. Oh, I see. Is that a new shed on in there? Let me have a look. This has all been cleaned out. This was a real mess in here, this piece. That's horrible. There used to be a shed right here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's what I like to see. Now, is this gate open? Yes, it is. Right. Ah, yes, this was all vegetables. Looks like they're starting up again. Excellent. Yeah. Veggies and plants and stuff all going in here. This used to be literally wall-to-wall vegetables. So this is actually really nice to see this coming back. Yeah. Got a new shed. Excellent. Yes, very important to have areas like this in Calgary. Very, very important. I'm really pleased to see that they're putting this back together. I remember coming in here and helping people dig out potatoes many years ago. Yeah. Some really good soil in there as well, because you think that decades of good growing took place in there. It made a big difference. You grow stuff in soil, it makes a great difference to the soil. It really does. Nice to see that being reused. Not sure if I can still get through this corner. This whole corner is a bit overgrown. That is really good to see that in use. I'm going to cut through here. It shows you how quick this stuff grows. I have pictures of this corner, right, literally taken from this fence corner, looking out across the veg. I'm going to see if I can do it again. So this is a picture I haven't taken for a very long time, so apologies for the crappy photography, but I'm going to take it again anyway. Excellent. Nice to see. Very nice to see. Right, new bridges over there. The footbridge is up over this way. I'm going to head up over this footbridge, I think, and probably head down to maybe 12th. Head down to 12th and go that way, I think. Pretty nice and quiet at the moment. Not too many people about. People out enjoying the bike rides and the buildings. Oh, another new building gone up over there. Yeah. This river I'm crossing here at the moment, this is the Elbow River. This gap here, this is the one I'm stood on. This is the Elbow River. That one over there in the distance is the Bow River, and this is where they join. And this is actually the reason that Calgary is here, because of this the confluence of two rivers and a nice flat ground. It was a perfect spot to actually set up a settlement. Right, I'm going to wander around and get back in the trees. Looking back across the bridge. It's a nice spot. Like I say, there used to be a railway track down through there. This all got flooded out 2013. All of this, the pathway that goes out, that red building in the distance there, that's the Dean House. That got washed out along that side there in 2013. That all got made a bit of a mess of along there. So that all got redone. They rebuilt the pathway. They redesigned the pathway actually. They changed it all around. Lots of new trees gone in. That's one thing that anybody who visits Calgary will notice. That's quite nice. The number of trees. We have this thing called the urban forest, where if you build a building, a house, you have to have trees or shrubs. It's part of the building process. You don't have that, too bad. Yeah, you've got to have it. It's the urban forest. The number of trees, I can't remember how many trees they estimate in Calgary now. It's an insane number, which is really good because it does two things: improves the air quality, improves the quality of life. The people don't realise how important trees are to the well-being of people. Yeah, if you have a big desolate area, no trees, the sense of good well-being is not the same, I can tell you. Lots of bikes, people out running. It's always nice to see. Great place for a walk. I mean, Calgary is a very, very walkable city, bikeable city too. As I've said in many of my videos, we have approximately 1,200 now, I think, kilometres of bikeways, like dedicated cycle paths in Calgary. This is one of them. This one's really nice. You can follow this one for, oh god, all the way down the bottom of the city, which from where I am now is probably about another 40 kilometres. The city of Calgary is huge. Yeah, it's absolutely enormous. Their footprint is vast. Yeah, which is why they're trying to do more up now than down. So yeah, looks like they've revarnished all the seats ready for winter. The varnish around here, unfortunately, in the winter we have really good temperature swings. We can go from plus 35 to minus 35, so anything that's outside tends to take a bit of a battering. So if you've got furniture, infrastructure, wood furniture, all that kind of stuff, it takes a bit of a battering. But we have all the leaves. Oh. Love the sound of walking through the leaves. Yeah, that's the thing with these trees. They grow really fast, and they go insanely fast, and some will grow really tall, but they're not a long-lived tree. And if you take back in the UK, we had oak trees in the garden that were 600 years old. You know, so there were yew trees in the local churches and what have you that were many thousands of years old, and they're still growing. Yeah. So, but we don't have trees here that grow for that period of time. If you go over the mountains over BC, there's trees over there that will grow for 1,000 years. But not this side, not so much. If this does not make for a very pleasant walk, I don't know. Somebody asked me once about their bins. See the garbage bins? See these garbage bins? These are bear-proof bins. They have a special little handle underneath. So if we get bears in the city, they can't open and rummage through for garbage. Because we do get bears in the city. They do turn up. Especially this time of the year, actually. We're out looking for food. Like I was saying earlier, the reason I'm in town today, where I wanted to go, there was several bear sightings in the area. And they do actually have one area closed because of a bear is actually feeding on a carcass up that way. So that's where I was going to go today. However, the bears need to top up with their food for winter. We can go to a grocery store, buy our food. They can't. And if we get a little bit hungry, that's one thing. They get hungry, they die. They freeze to death in the winter. But people think bears are that sleep all winter. They don't. They're less active. They're still active, they're just less active. And they're a bit dopey too. They're not really quite with it in the winter, so you have to make lots of noise. They're out looking for whatever kind of food they can find. You know, you need to make plenty of noise, let them know you're there. Sadly, those people the other day had a dog with them, and this time of the year, spring and fall, never take your dogs to the mountains. Spring and fall. And the reason for that is bears, they're really hungry. They don't see humans as food. They don't recognise us as food. We're not on their food list. However, the dog is, because it's got 4 legs and it's fluffy. Therefore, it will be on the food list. And once a bear claims a piece of food, it will look at something and go, okay, that's mine, I'm having that. And it's like the seagulls in Nemo. Mine, 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 mine. And that's exactly what bears do. They'll look at a dog, they think, okay, that's mine, I can eat that. And it'll claim it. Now it's claimed it, it's going to go for it. It wants that food. And of course, what happens? Dog runs back to its owners, starts barking, goes absolutely crazy. The bear is already in hunger mode. It's already in I need to eat this dog mode. and then it runs back to the humans. So unfortunately, those 2 people were killed as collateral damage. I mean, they did bear spray the bear, but a bear that's going absolutely mental looking for food, trust me, and I hear all these people saying, oh, you should carry a gun and all that kind of stuff. A bear can move faster than you can blink, and the chances of you getting 3 or 4 shots exactly where you need to hit the bear to drop it with a handgun or whatever, it ain't gonna happen. No, I don't care if your name's John Wayne, you're not going to hit that bear where you need to hit it 3-4 times to stop it. You know, people think, oh, just shoot it once, it's going to stop. It's not. You shoot it, bear's skull is insanely solid. Chances are you're really going to piss it off, and it is just going to rip you to shreds. You're not going to get a chance to fire a second shot. People seriously underestimate how fast bears are. If you've ever seen a bear take off from a standing start, they literally explode. They are literally just stood there and then boom, gone. Off the line, but people don't believe me when I tell them this, but off the line, a bear will out-accelerate a racehorse. Obviously the racehorse is going to catch it and pass it in no time whatsoever. But off the line, my money's on the bear. Yeah, 0 to 60. Yeah, that bear is way faster than a racehorse. So if you think you can outrun a racehorse or a bear, not going to happen. So yeah, unfortunately, people are out in the mountains, and I'm absolutely certain that that bear attack was actually triggered by the dog. Had the dog not have been there, they would have been fine. Bears don't like people, they avoid us as much as they can. So leave your dogs at home. More importantly, if you have your dogs out in the mountain, make sure they are on a leash. 100% all the time on a leash, because I can tell you now, that will get you killed faster than anything else. Yeah, I see a bunch of bikes coming here, so we just let these guys go by. Yeah. That's a good way to start the day, eh? Yeah. It's a very active city. Calgary is very, very active. Yeah. It is a good city. I don't care what anybody says. I've heard people complaining. I've heard people complaining recently, oh, it's not affordable, it's not affordable. The price of everything in Calgary has gone up. I'll give you that. It is now more expensive than it was. But is it ridiculously expensive like Toronto and Vancouver and stuff? No, it's not. It's a good city. Trust me. I've lived all over the world, and I'm very happy living here. This is a great spot. Oh. Very nice. Right, this bridge over here, this is the new 12th Street Bridge. I'm going to head up over there and do some more pictures when I get over the other side. Right. Plane's just leaving Calgary. This is always a nice spot. Got a few pictures along here. This is a spot you really need to have my good camera with. Yeah. Very nice. Like I say, nice to see the river still ice free. This bridge along here is a very interesting bridge. I've mentioned many times. If it's really, really windy along here, it's really good. Very nice indeed. Yeah, like I say, this is definitely a spot for a decent long lens, that's for sure. The sun is actually really warm. I'm going to head back up through the island over there. There's another island over here. St George's Island, I think we call it. I'm going to head back up over through that way. Might be some nice trees over there today. Lots of nice little diversions along the rivers. Nice little walkways. I'm going to head up through the park the other way. Leaves are nice. That's one thing I like about Calgary. Although it is a city, it still has a lot of greenery. A lot of nice open spaces. Yeah. We need to maintain those spaces. Last thing we want is, unfortunately, people look at a piece of land and all they see is dollars per square foot. What they need to see is, hey, what is this actually worth to the city as a feel-good factor? Makes a city a pleasant place to live. That's the important thing. If you cover a city in concrete, nobody wants to live there. It's just a pile of concrete, it's just garbage. Nobody wants to live there, which is why a lot of these cities don't survive, because people just don't want to live there, you know. But, you come here though, look at this. I'm literally right in downtown Calgary, and we've got all this to wander through, and it's all over. There's loads of places like this, which is very, very important to make sure that we keep. If this doesn't make for a nice walk, I don't know what does. Somebody put some benches over there. Got to go over there. That looks like a photograph to me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and take that picture. Yes, very nice. Apologies for the shadow, people. Not a lot I can do about that this time of the day. But I think that there. Very nice picture. Yeah, can't answer that. Right, need to get back up through the trees because I know that my turn off where I need to go, there's a little bridge over onto my right and I need to go up through that way. Oh, so I will head up there. You'll see a lot of piles of cans, like pop cans and stuff. People have asked me in the past, well, why don't you stop and pick them up? It's garbage. It's not garbage. People pick them up. There are box pickers that go around, and that's how they make their living. That's how they earn their money, collecting bottles. So I don't collect those. I leave those for the people that need them. I don't need the $2 for the bottles that they do. Yeah, look at that. Water level is down. Yeah. Quite often you come down here, this is all full of water. Yeah. Oh, water level's way down, which gives me the opportunity to take a photograph I don't normally get the opportunity of taking, which is underneath this bridge. Normally this is all flowing water, so I will take this opportunity. It's a little soft in here. In fact, it's a lot soft in here. And there's a picture that I've never been able to take before. Unless it's this time of the year when the water level's down, you're not going to be able to get down in here. Yes, that is a little soft, so I'm not going to go much further up there. But that's rather nice. Here's a picture I've never been able to take. Right, I will get out of this hole and find my way back up the bank, I think. Right, that was an interesting little adventure. Got a picture I've not been able to take before. Okay, see these cans? People ask me why I don't pick them up. There are people that collect them. So I don't collect those. I save them for the people that need them. I'm going to head up through the park. I normally head up over this bridge. Today I'm going to go around the side, I think. Yes, I normally go that way. I won't today. I'm going to go this way. There's a very large bench over here. Yeah. There are a lot of park spaces now in Calgary. These are benches and places to sit and do things. Yes, that's a picture. This time of year the water level is down, so not unusual. This bench over here, this is a very large bench. This is one of the biggest benches in Calgary. You actually lay down on this one. Yeah. Look at that. There's a bench. Yeah. They made this very nice down through here. This all got hammered, like I say, in 2013 with all the major floods that we had. Really got bashed around a bit, but that's quite the bench, eh? Benches everywhere. Quite surprised how green it all is. So if you look at the age of these trees, if you look at them, they're all pretty much about the same. Unfortunately, when you start to lose those trees, you tend to lose quite a lot at the same time. Yeah. There's places down in here you can come down and have a picnic, have a barbecue. There's little fire pit things in here for cooking. These little fire pit things there. A lot of great photo opportunities if you're into photography. Calgary's a good city for that. Yeah. I've done this shot down through here many times. Quite often see lots of people taking pictures down through here. That's a nice spot, eh? Right, I'm going to continue on round. Right, the steps in this park. There's a very nice set of steps. It goes up a really good hill for tobogganing in the winter. And from the top of here, you get a really nice view of the city. There we go. It's nice, eh? This is one of the more unusual fire pits in Calgary. You can come here and have a fire pit and sit around with a group of friends and do whatever you want, really. But there's fire pits all over Calgary where you can stop and do some food and all that. This is one of the most unusual ones. However, only problem with this site is you've got to carry the wood up here. Yeah, those steps, let me tell you, they are steeper than they look. Yeah, but that is a decent sized fire pit. Yeah, gets quite a bit of use as well, so which is nice. These people use these things. Yeah, very nice. Great location for it. But like I say, if you're having a fire pit there, make sure you bring some young people with you, because they're going to have to carry the wood up the hill. So this hill here, a lot of people use this for tobogganing in the winter. It's a good hill. They do shows here too, so you can use this hill as a bench and then watch the show at the bottom. Hey, look at this little guy go. Whee! There you go, perfect. Good place to learn how to ride a bike. Yeah. Yes, that is a good hill. Calgary is a very family-friendly city. You always see lots of people out and about doing stuff. This hill, I don't know if this camera really shows it, but this hill I'm going down is actually a lot steeper than you might think. Yeah. Alright then, nice day for it, eh? It's lovely, isn't it? Can't believe it's October.
I know,
Don't tell anybody, it's still October. I remember last year it was pretty much like this too.
Yeah,
yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, I'll take this. Right, let's head up through this way. I will turn the camera off here in a minute. Anybody who knows me well knows what's up through these trees, and I absolutely point blank refuse to ever take a picture of this piece of garbage. That was a complete waste of $500,000, but I'm not going to get into that. So anybody who knows me will know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, let's head up this way, and I'll do some more when I get back up to the bridge. Right, down over this side now. So, as you can see, the river's down a bit. You have to be careful because the river does change quite considerably around here, very, very fast. Yeah. Although it's down at the moment, there's a lot of hydro and what have you further upstream, so this water level can change really, really fast. Right, that is about as far as I can come around with the camera, because right in front of me is the thing that I refuse to ever take a picture of. That is as far as we go. Yeah, right, that's where I just come along that side. I'm going to head back up over that way. Right, just have to swap out the battery. It's amazing how you get through these batteries when you're wandering around town. Right, I head back up over the bridge. Those leaves are really nice, eh? Over the bridge. Nice walk up through here. Now from this point I have a choice. I can take a short way back or a long way around. Not sure which I'm going to do yet. Yeah. Very nice, eh? Right. Let's head up along here. I think I will go back down through downtown. Those are big guys.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I'm going to go down here, back up the other side, and over the river, a bit further up, I think. Makes for an interesting shot, eh? If we can get that right down the middle. Oh, look at that. Perfect. That sun is definitely warm now. It's almost rolling the sleeves up time. In fact, I think I'm going to. I'll do some more when I get further up around the corner here. Heading back up towards the bridge. A lot of different artwork in that around Calgary, like I say. Some of it's very good. Some of it I don't really have much time for. Yeah. I have to say, this piece along here, they've redone all the trees and stuff. They have made a really good job of all this. Train going into downtown over there. We have a good LRT network. LRT is the light rail transit. We have a good LRT system, and it actually works very well. In fact, Calgary Transit is pretty bloody good. It's $3 something, whatever it is, $3.50, whatever it is, and you can go pretty much anywhere in the city for $3.50, and you can get on any train, any bus, whatever. You just buy a ticket, and away you go. People fishing under here a few times, so I think you get the better fish a bit further up. A lot of replanting going on in Calgary, which is good. especially this area. It all got redeveloped up here. This more. Quite impressed that we have some blooms in Calgary still in October. It's really quite something. Yeah. First decent frost, they'll all be gone. That's the trouble in Calgary. It can go from where we are now, which is going to be plus 20 today, to minus 20, literally in the blink of an eye almost. So, yeah. Weather around here does change fast. But say if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. So, I kid you not. I've done it. I've gone home in minus 25, put coats on, getting ready to go out the next day. Walk out the door and it's plus 20. Yeah. I do like these tall grasses and that they put along here to hide the what's name wall. So that's good. I think they've stopped jackhammering up here, so I can do a bit more video further up. Right, I'm back to here again. This new pathway piece is actually rather nice. I'm really pleased that they actually went round these two trees, saved the trees. Rather nice. Yeah. Cost an extra few feet and fence, a little bit of extra concrete to actually make a very nice job. Yes, I like that. Nicely done. Well done. Yeah. Now I have to head back up the hill, down that way. That's Chinatown, down into downtown. I'm heading back up this way. Nice to see all this has all been replanted up there. I think what I'll do is I'll call that it for now and head up over the other side. Yeah, I think we'll call this shot Calgary the old and the new. But, I think I will call that it for now. Time to head home. Believe it or not, it is now very, very warm. It'd be nice to get out of this heat, get back in the shade. Amazing. This morning it was freezing. See the trouble this time of year. During the day you roast and at night you freeze. Yeah. Right. Thank you for coming along, and I'll see you on the next one.